LMArena just tripled its valuation in 7 months. But what proof is there that it truly deserves a $1.7 billion market cap? Why are major funds rushing in? And what do I really think about this AI evaluation model? Where did it start? And how did it grow this fast? Stay to the very end of this video because we're going to unpack exactly how LMArena reached a $1.7 billion post-money valuation and how the money, the investors, and the business model all connect. On January 6th, 2026, according to Reuters, a headline hit like a siren on Wall Street. $1.7 billion. That's LMArena's post-money valuation after a $150 million Series A co-led by Felicis and UC Investments. But the scarier number is the acceleration. Just about 7 months earlier, they reportedly closed a $100 million seed round at a valuation of around $600 million. 7 months later, $1.7 billion. Nearly 3 times in less than a year. In total, $250 million has poured into something that sounds, at first glance, almost unreal: evaluating AI models. Currently, AI resembles the stock market before standardized auditing protocols were established. Every company claims, we're the best. Every model insists, I'm smarter. And when investors and businesses have to choose, it's painfully hard to know what's real. Sure, you can read a benchmark, but benchmarks can be optimized to win the test. You can watch a demo, but demos can mislead. You can listen to marketing, but marketing can be fiction. That's where LMArena steps in, right into the most chaotic, competitive era of AI, where models aren't just announced. They're experienced by real users and judged in real time. Their mechanism is almost alarmingly simple. You type a prompt. The system sends it to 2 anonymous models. You read 2 responses and click. Which one is better? No logos, no brand bias, no we're the big company. Just quality felt by a human. And from millions of those clicks, LMArena turns human choices into human preference data and feeds it into public leaderboards. According to the company, the platform now has more than 5 million monthly users across 150 countries, generating around 60 million conversations per month. Numbers like that don't just turn a research project into a product. They turn it into a behavior measuring machine, and they turn AI evaluation into something anyone can participate in. Now imagine you're a CTO at an e-commerce company. You need a chatbot for customer support, a tool to write product descriptions, a system to read invoices, a vision model to detect damaged goods in photos. The marketing slides look stunning, but in production, one hallucination can blow up your reputation. The chatbot invents a refund policy, the model misreads product colors, or the code generator quietly opens a security hole. So businesses aren't just asking who's the smartest, they're asking which model is stable, which one hallucinates less, which one responds fast, which one fits my data and my risk tolerance. Traditional benchmarks often measure right versus wrong on fixed question sets. The real world measures something messier. Satisfaction versus frustration across millions of tiny, unpredictable situations. LMArena attacks that gap with a soft metric that still has enormous power: human choice. And that data does more than rank models. It becomes a map of taste. Do users prefer short answers or long ones? Examples or no examples? Cold tone or warm tone? For labs, it's a signal to fine-tune. For businesses, it's a basis for choosing models. For investors, it's a moat. The more people participate, the more valuable the measurement becomes, and the harder it is to replace. But a moat comes with responsibility. If the community can be manipulated, the leaderboard turns into a megaphone for whoever has the most resources. Which means LMArena's real battle from here on is trust. Transparent methods, anti-bot defenses, balanced sampling, and constant rule updates so the system can't be trained to win the arena itself. And when the benchmark becomes a kind of currency, When reputation can rise or fall based on a score, AI companies are forced to buy trust the hard way, with real quality, not PR. Sounds simple, but it's revolutionary. Why does this matter? Because in the AI race, models are launching faster than our ability to understand them. Today, it's GPT. Tomorrow, it's Gemini. Next week, it's Claude, then Grok, then hundreds of specialized models for image generation, text-to-image, vision, web dev, and reasoning. You can't just ask, which model is strongest? You have to ask, strongest at what, in which context, at what cost, and with what risk? And that's why LMArena's leaderboards have become an obsession for AI companies. You can dislike the rankings, but you can't pretend they don't exist. If you drop in rank, the community asks why. If you rise, you celebrate. If you stand still, you fade. But this is also where the story turns darker. When a leaderboard becomes an unofficial standard, it creates an incentive to play the rules. In April, a group of critics published a paper alleging that LMArena's collaborations with certain major companies, bringing flagship models onto the platform, could allow those companies to game evaluation. LMArena strongly denied it. Whether it's true or not, the controversy reveals a deeper reality. Evaluating AI isn't just science. It's politics. It's economics. It's a fight over who gets to define what good even means. And that's why LMArena's commercialization is so important. They began in 2023 as Chatbot Arena, an open project at UC Berkeley built by Anastasios Angelopoulos and Weilin Chiang, supported by grants and donations. But then they pivoted. In September, they launched an enterprise service called AI Evaluations, where businesses, model labs, and developers can pay LMArena to run evaluations through their community. Not for fun, but for real decisions. Which model to deploy, which prompts to improve, and which failures to fix before shipping a product. And just under 4 months after launch, the company said it reached a consumption rate annualized at around $30 million as their way of describing ARR. To investors, that's a golden signal. Not just traffic, but revenue. Not just a community, but a business. Now zoom out. If AI becomes infrastructure like electricity and the internet, then measuring AI starts to look like measuring network speed or credit ratings. And whoever controls the measurement gains soft power over the market. They don't need to manufacture chips. They don't need to train models. They just need to become the place everyone must visit to be recognized. That's why a $1.7 billion valuation isn't just money. It's a bet that LMArena can become the notary of the AI era, the platform that validates credibility. But the hardest question is still ahead. How does LMArena stay independent while taking money from major funds and also selling services to major customers? How do they design rules that stay open to the community while resisting optimization and manipulation? And when benchmarks shape reputation, who watches the watchers? Now you can see why this funding round made so much noise. It doesn't just say AI is hot. It says the next war isn't about who has the strongest model. It's about who has the most trusted measurement. And if that measurement belongs to a platform with 5 million monthly users spanning 150 countries, producing 60 million conversations, then the final question is this. The next time you click Model A or Model B, are you making a tiny choice? Or are you accidentally casting a vote for the future of an entire industry? Hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next videos.